Hello everyone, myself Aditya Dayal. I'm a team lead for the Kamand Crew. So this is a project for Code for Bharat Season 2. So we initially discussed on our project, which was the EdTech Accessibility Hub for dyslexic students. It was our initial discussion in which we decided that what will be the features which we'll be introducing in our project. So this PDF lists all those details. So we just thought of the technical planning which we have made and the features which we will be implementing in the project. It is a part of the initial project repository and it is not actually the same thing which we have been implemented. We have additionally included many other features, and this was just a core of what we could be implementing and just representing it so that you know an idea of what we were starting with.
Hi everyone, I am Siddhi Pogakwar, currently in my third year of BTech in Mathematics and Computing. I worked primarily on the backend module of the project, especially the text to speech pipeline and language detection logic. Alongside backend integration, I also handled the frontend deployment using Next.js and Vercel to ensure a smooth, accessible user experience. This project has been a great opportunity to blend applied machine learning with impactful front end delivery, and I'm really excited to walk you through in today.
So let's continue with the Git repository of our project. So this is the Git repository. So let me give you a brief recap of what the directory is defined. So we are having a directory structure like this, as you can see on the left part. We are having the assets thing, which has the four images which were initially used in our README file. Then we have the audio outputs, which save all the audios which we are generating. And these are saved since we have a special part waiting for you, which will be discussed in the website page only. Then we have the backend thing, which includes the Python files of services. And same we have the uploads folder. This uploads folder is used for the basic thing, which was named as Leslie. So this PDF is the same thing which I discussed earlier with you. And same we have some other things. And the backend is hosted. And hence the thing is it is built on Python with the ape.py file. Same we are having the collab notebooks since we initially deployed the backend using collab. Then we have the front end thing. The front end thing includes the fonts, which are open dyslexic fonts. Similarly, the images, which we are implementing on the website, along with all the apps things, it is completely built over Next.js and has everything systematically so that you can understand it a better way. Similarly, we have some components which we'll be using and implementing in the websites, which are having individual codes just for simplification. And in the last, we do have uploads folder wherever all uploads will go. And then the rest things are just the simple modules which are required by Next.js. So let's continue with the website. So this is our website. We have deployed it over Vercel. So initially, when we will open the website, we will see our front end page. So the front end page is defined like that. That we are having the license to the GitHub page of MIT, and hence it is linked when we open the website for the first time in MIT. It will be displayed like this way, and we can see every stuff here. We also have linked to the GitHub page, which can be opened here. And then I click on the understand and accept button so that I can continue. Then moreover, we have a simple print end. So we are having functionality like we have a accessibility button, which simply links to the home page. And simply we have few floating buttons. But before accessing these buttons, let's go to the front page first. So we have just defined what our project does in a brief detail, along with the summaries or etc. thing which we can do, making accessibility. And same we have some demo documents so that you need not upload any document so that you can test our product. It is already feasible to be tested. Same, we do have our website and we are supporting two languages, which are mainly Indian English. We can add more functionality later on, but currently these are added. And this was our front page. So let's go through the floating buttons one by one. This is our help and guide. It summarizes that how do we complete and continue on the website, since it might be difficult for the first time users to execute. Similarly, we do have a GitHub stats page, which shows that how many commits we have made. So it's like 44 commits, and we are two contributors. And we have made two forks since we were requiring two different forks to be deploying the project in two different halves. Same, we have our dev team, which includes my and Siddhi's name and basic stuffs. From the quick tools button, we do have multiple options. The refresh button is just like we don't have to go to the refresh button on the website, and then just clicking this will help to do things easier for us. Similarly, this clear button will clear the cache and then improve the stability performance. So the performance is displayed as follows. Similarly, we can see that we have an export button, which will simply display our JSON file of the statistics in our website. Similarly, the system button shows us that what is the statistics of our laptop or the website we are using it. Similarly, and adding up few more things like impact dashboard shows us that how many students have visited it. It's based on the unique IPs which have visited us, so it might vary if you visit it later on, since it auto fetches details on the basis of the content deployment. So moving on, we can see that we have a get started now and learn more page. So before going there, let me show you some of the more features which we have deployed. So we have an accessibility thing here. So accessibility page has some font type which we can change that the font should be open dyslexic or etc. Since this front page is made on static CSS, hence it doesn't change. But for the other pages, the thing is on dynamic and hence it will change. Similarly, we can either increase the font size as required, and similarly we can increase the line spacing or decrease it as required. So moving on, we do have an upload page. The upload page simply considers a basic first time thing. It is a pop-up again, just like the front end page. So it just simplifies that what is DyslexoFly, and it gives me a quick summary of what my project will do from here. To just simplify that, we are having MIT license and bill for both for Bharat. Similarly, giving the Q tour will give us the four facilities described in a brief detail. So we can start using the Fly. We support three types of documents, which are PDF, docs, and TXT, which we can upload and then check the same thing.
Now let me walk to the result page where users can interact with their upload content. For this demo, we have taken the sample document, which is history essay. Now here we have a zoom in, zoom out buttons to adjust the text size. We have also added the custom spacing control so that you can increase or decrease the space between lines. There is also a font changer. By default, we have kept the dyslexia-friendly font like Open Dyslexic here, but also you can change to standard form by clicking here. If the user selects a word, then it speaks that specific word aloud. But here is a cool part. When you hover over the line number, entire line is spoken out loud, giving users full control over how much they want to hear at once. Here is a search bar to find any word or phrase quickly. A copy to clipboard is right here for easy copying. And finally, user can download the full extracted text in one click. Alright, let's move on to the summary part, one of the most powerful sections of DyslexoFly. As you can see, here are three sections for summary part. TLDR is used when you need just a gist. Standard summary is used when you need a balanced summary with all key points. And at the end, detailed summary gives you a deep dive overview, perfect for throughout understanding. As we have seen before in the text content, we have similar properties here. Features like search in summary, or adjusting the font size, or adjusting the space between the lines is also available here. Apart from this, we have auto scroll section, which will help to scroll automatically. It is super handy for long summaries. Next, take a quick view at the download page feature. We have a bundle of essential output for easy access and sharing. Original text, the raw document exactly as uploaded, just extracted into clean and readable text. AI summaries, all three levels of summaries are included: TLDR, standard, and detailed. Audio file, we generate an MP3 audio version using our own text to speech backend, ideal for auditory learners. Professional PDF, a beautifully formatted and minimalistic PDF that includes the extracted content and summary, styled with our branding. Now here we have complete package, a combined single text file containing everything. Perfect. You are importing it elsewhere or need offline access. Each file shows the size and availability so user know exactly what they are downloading. Now let us download the professional PDF. As you can see, this is the professional PDF of the history essay that we have provided. It is clean, compact, and minimal PDF, presenting a crisp summary of everything you have just seen on screen. This keeps a permanent record so you don't need to regenerate files again and again. Here we have our save to library feature that we will be implementing in future. So finally, let's move on to the audio page, one of the most accessibility focused feature of DyslexoFly. Here we bring content to life through natural sounding speech through our custom built TTS engine. Before I start, I will go ahead and change the font to Open Dyslexic from Accessibility option. This font is specially designed to improve readability of users with dyslexia. Now, in terms of audio capabilities, we support a wide range of choices and accents. English US, it contains female, male, and child voice. Hindi, it contains female and male voice. And UK English, it contains female and male voice again. So users can choose what feels the most comfortable to them. As soon as we trigger the audio generation, you will notice a short loading animation. This is when the audio file is being prepared at the backend. Once ready, the player displays the audio length and file size and provides playback control and the like speed adjustment. Now let us play it once.
The Industrial Revolution began in Great Britain in the late 1700s.
This was the child voice. Now let us try to adjust the speed according to our choice.
It marked a major turning point in history as manual labor was replaced by machine-based manufacturing. Key inventions included the steam engine by James Watt, the spinning jenny by James Hargreaves, and the power loom by Edmund Cartwright.
Now I'm going to show you one of the cool thing here, the caption system. It pops up it pops up automatically the first time, so users are aware that they can choose to hide or show it again. Also, we have integrated auto scrolling, which means the text scroll automatically as the audio plays, helping the user follow along without having any manually scroll.
These innovations transformed how people worked and lived. Cities grew rapidly as people moved from rural areas to work in factories.
We can also change the language using this button. Again, we can download the package or the audio from here.
The Industrial Revolution began in
Now, this entire system is designed to support multisensory learning, especially for users with learning difficulties or reading fatigue.
Now, moving on to more functionalities, we do have an impact dashboard on the result page. It simply shows that how many documents have been processed. Now, I have processed 150 plus documents this week, 483 audios were generated, and similarly, other things can be displayed as follows. And more functionalities can be checked on the website. The website is displayed live also. Similarly, we do have technical innovation and excellence for the same thing. And we do have a competitive excellence dashboard where we try to be more scalable, integrated, and social impactful. Similarly, this is our same thing so that we can show that our product is more scalable and great to be continued. We have performance analytics of how a processor is processing, and it is of A minus grade. Similarly, we do have some things which are defined that throughput, response time, and other things. And we can see that it is having a absolute check of these six things along with some insights that what is being done in the backend and the performance summary. So this part is done. And then we have also a team collaboration page, which fetches real data from the GitHub. So this GitHub page is here. And now if I just want that this should also be displayed in the dyslexic font and with a font size of small. So this can also happen and this pop-up will also be displayed in this way only. So similarly, we just fetch the data. It shows the real data which is fetched from GitHub with the commits details along with the how much work is done, etc. The number of files is like displayed for the specific day when the work has been done. But again, since it is a good thing, we can see the development activity also in the backend. Shows that when was the function done and etc. etc. Similarly, we do have project milestones, which shows that all of the part has been completed and deployed. Similarly, we do have technology stack page also, which ensures that we are having the correct usage of the things. And Next.js 15, React 19, Tailwind CSS, along with frame of motion for all the pop-ups has been used, along with the Flask backend. And it is done for the page. I hope that it was being clear. So let's continue with the CFP2 PDF for actual deployment. So I will just click on the upload and process button and the upload is going on. You can see that there are 5 steps and it also elapses the time and it is getting counted. Once it is over roughly 10 seconds take and then we continue to the first thing. Then it is we have the character size and now we can generate the recorded and then I can generate the summary of standard type. Once I create the summary of standard type, let me show you how it is processed in the backend. So at the backend, we can see that first I am checking that what is the file, and if the file is present, then it will just simply get in the text from the text length, which was already displayed on the text size. And then for the 5525 characters, it is creating the summarizing chunk part, in which it summarizes both the chunks, which is of part 1 by 2. And similarly, it is running on the part 2 by 2. And once part 2 by 2 is also executed, it will simply post it, as we can see for the previous part, which was of characters of 761 characters were generated, and then the summary was posted via API. Once it is done, I will switch it to the previous pane by the time. So as we can see, the same thing was processed on the backend and it is posted on the front end. We have the functionality same as the thing, and if we want, then we can put on the auto scroll so that it will be uh, scrolling auto-wise. And similarly, we do have a detailed button also, but since it will take more time and it is similar to TLDR and standard, just the ratio of detailed is 70%, standard is 45%, and TLDR is 15%. So it just differs in that way. Similarly, generating audio is simple. Just I will select the Hindi male voice this time, and it is processing. By the time it is processing, let us show on the backend. So for the backend, we can see that here we have saved the audio in the backend. Now continuing to the front end, we can see that the audio is posted here. It is of 9 minutes 39 seconds, and in the backend it took roughly 1 minute to be generated, so it is as quick as we can see. And similarly, we do have the same thing in same functionality as discussed earlier. So we'll see you on the deployment page now. So this is the front-end deployment. It was actually done by Siddhi. So she simply deployed the project on Vercel since it and the project is live. We can see the optimizations or transformations which are being done for 5 limit, and similarly edge request and ISR reads can also be checked. So the deployment is here. So this was the part of the front end. Let's continue to the backend. Backend is hosted on Render for free. I think we have just added the website, and on the website I can see EdTech accessibility how API is running, which simply shows a success message that the backend is active.